All right, it's the rundown. It's brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. Coley Mick needs some Dunkin' in his life.
I got some this morning. It's the only reason I'm alive right now.
You need the 2-for-1.
There's a lot of work going on.
A little hungover?
A lot of work.
Listen, people
long
out there,
days, long
Dan,
hours.
they don't know
stuff
how hard
you don't know.
it is to watch World Series games
little
like
hungover?
Boston, okay?
Buddy, I belted out New York better than Sinatra ever could.
That's true. That's
Like,
true.
I just wish Gaz had been there.
Gaz would have loved it.
Quality
Gaz
playoffs.
it sucks that guys like you are just sucking off the teat of a company that Gaz built and going to these playoff
What's it like
I do feel bad.
What's
I do
it
feel
like
bad.
riding Paul's coattails?
I mean, listen, we all do.
He's
So you tell me.
He's so silently triggered. I've been going at him all day. Just be like,
I mean,
man, that looked like a lot of fun.
Listen, he's going to private citizen it up in LA all
Yeah,
week. I don't
true.
feel bad for
True.
fucking Gaz on this one.
Dunkin', right now you can get 2 bacon, egg, and cheeses
That's
for
right.
just $5. We got the bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. We got the donuts, the coffee, of course. America runs on Dunkin'. Barstool runs on Dunkin'.
That's right.
Go get yourself that 2 bacon, egg, and cheese. So we start with the Red Sox. Up 2-0 as they head to LA. I mean, the series is absolutely over. I'd be stunned if the Dodgers even win a single game. Another championship for Boston. I was talking to Fights last night. It just feels like one of the most foregone conclusions of all time. Like we were designing the shirts when the ALCS was over. It was just like, let's just fast forward. We'll get the duck boats ready. It's crazy how much it's just basically feels guaranteed.
It kind of sucks that it's been this easy because, like, the Yankees and the Astros were legitimately good teams. But it looks like we're playing scrubs, Kevin. Like, it's not even.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's not
All
even
right, you were
funny.
down in both games. I agree. The Red
We
Sox.
were down in game 1.
I thought you were down 4.
No, it was tied. They tied it twice. And every time they tied it,
The thing
Kershaw
is, the Red
would just be a
Sox,
dead dog.
They're like the perfect playoff team in that
Yep.
they just, instead of, trying to mash home runs, they just beat you to death with, singles and
It's fucking
doubles
2-out
and
singles.
walks. and-
Their average runners in scoring position is like laughable.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Their
It's
slash
crazy.
is like through the fucking roof with
Yeah.
runners on
We have
ducks
more
on the pond.
after yesterday, more than half of our runs for the whole playoffs have been with 2 outs.
Now,
That they just execute. I said
preposterous.
this about the ALCS. It's like usually like there's like this is a team of destiny and there's luck and the bounce goes your way and you get the calls. It's like they just make diving catches. They turn 2. They hit the other way.
Yeah.
They just play good baseball.
Now, I mean, the Red Sox are going to win this series, but Coley asked me when he came in today, like, is there any way that, is a total foregone conclusion?
Well,
And while I do,
I asked if the rest of the country felt that
I
way.
do feel that way. I feel like the Red Sox will win this series pretty much like 99% positive.
Okay.
But the only thing I threw out there for sake of an argument and play devil's advocate is I do think Rich Hill is the king of he could like show up, throw junk for 6-7 innings and one hit you.
Yeah,
I do-
No, I mean that.
Like,
is
and I
Rich
know
Hill's
this is a
MO.
little in my
But-
brain
but-
because
but
he did
what I'll
that to
say-
the Cubs in 2016, Game 3. But like, he is that guy.
But
where you're like,
the
how's
thing
this
is,
guy
he'll-
beating
he'll
us?
do that, and the Red Sox will still win that game.
No,
They'll
my-
win like 2-1 or something.
I think
you know?
they had a grave misstep by not throwing him in Boston game 2 because he's
Just stop
from
the-
he's from fucking
Oh,
Milton.
right.
You know what I mean?
So
Like
he knows the
we're
deal.
not going to lose to him in LA. We
Right.
might have lost to him. Yeah, like yesterday, Ryu was throwing slop
Yeah.
and we couldn't touch it. Like the second he got out of that game and fucking.
I mean, what is Dave Roberts doing? Continually putting Ryan Madsen
Listen.
in the most pivotal spot.
Listen.
I don't care if it's the first inning. I don't care if it's the 9th inning. You
Kevin,
can't put him in these spots.
Kevin, here's a little stat for you. Ryan Madsen right now, he's got a 0.00
I know,
ERA.
I know.
That's what we call
Yo,
pristine.
those-
That's,
Poor
yeah, this is
fucking
like Greg
starting
Kimball,
pitchers.
Dave being like
Yeah,
6
6
for
for
4,
6.
no problem.
Well, he is fixed now.
Yeah,
He's
he
fixed now.
was tipping pitches.
Eric Gagne
Yeah,
fixed
yeah. The crazy thing to me, the game 3, I think it's going to be like the ALCS. Like if Walker Buehler comes out and is on fire, then the Dodgers have a glimmer of a hope. But it's like this. They could roll over in the first 3 innings of Game 3, and then it's
And
a
then
clean
it's just a
sweep.
wrap.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like the Dodgers basically have 3 more innings of is
Life.
this a series or not?
Yep, you
Yeah.
have to come out like
You have to come out like 4-0 in the first
But
3
it's
or
like
4 innings.
We're throwing Porcello like he's no scrub, and then we
No.
have
He
Eovaldi.
might be like your biggest stud right now. In a
no
way.
Eovaldi.
I know,
is.
but my point being that Porcello and Evaldi are like the more important pitchers over.
For sure.
Price has stepped up, but Sale,
Price-
like Porcello and Evaldi are going to win you this series.
Someone tweeted it in last
And Joe
night.
Kelly. I mean, it's just like everybody
Joe
stepped
Kelly,
up.
where were you when Joe Kelly fixed Red Sox
Watching
bullpen?
campaign.
Where you? Do you remember where you were?
I mean, I'll tell you when he fucking beat the shit out of the Yankees in April. That's when I should have known. That's
By
when,
the way, Frankie's not here. Every Red Sox who came on radio yesterday, he was like shaking their hands, giving them waters.
Oh, of course.
Classic
Producer.
producer.
Frankie
He's got to be a
Turncoat.
producer.
Classic
Frankie
producer.
Turncoat.
Is Hub still alive?
Hubs is fine. Hubs is. This has all been good for Hubs.
I told him that. I gave him a pep talk like a week
He needs
ago.
pep talks.
I gave him a pep talk a week ago because he was like, "Yo, this is gonna really suck for me." I was like, "Listen, man."
The Red Roof Inn was a bit much.
Yeah,
but
that's a bit much, but you have to realize that we are in
Double-digit
a
arrests
different.
last week.
Is he here right now? Oh yeah, come on.
Hubs is here. That's right.
I mean,
Hubs.
when someone
Let's
was
get
like,
Hubs.
"This is bullying," I was like, "No fucking kidding."
Yeah.
It's bullying."
Yeah,
Like,
but Hubs,
This
do
is
you remember the
textbook
pep
bullying.
talk I gave you?
I don't actually remember you giving me a pep talk.
When I was like, you were talking about how
It's
bad
all-
it was going to be.
I mean, yeah, I mean-
And I was like, look, you're going to be the center of attention in a way. You're going to get a lot of followers. Dave's going to tweet at you.
I understand
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah,
Like, I can take the
But
fire.
Hubs is such a pure fucking Yankee weasel that it's just killing him. And the Red Sox are winning. It's
Right.
not
Yes.
that Dave's making fun of him.
But
not
it's
that
good for
Barstool's
your
making fun
personal
of him.
I
brand.
got pulled in
People-
the eye by a girl. That was tough yesterday.
That's
That
annoying.
is.
That's
Was
a
it
bit
One of those, like,
accidental?
look down here, look up.
Oh,
You fell for it?
Shouldn't have told that story. Shouldn't have told that story.
What a dunce.
Okay,
kept
maybe
that
I
one
take
on
it
the-
back.
I told that story. I don't care.
back.
That was the worst thing that happened all week. All week.
That's textbook dunce.
I
I was like blind for like 2 minutes.
You
and
could have
she got
swung
kicked
on
out
that
of the
girl,
bar.
and I would have been like, "Yep, she
got
deserved it."
kicked
Disagree.
I'm a hard
Hard
disagree.
disagree.
on that.
Kevin's on an
Honestly,
island.
that's worth getting kicked out for.
Yeah.
That's good for
He-
What a
I
Yankee
told
weasel.
her I told her face that you were my least favorite person that's ever existed on this earth.
Yeah,
Her boyfriend agreed.
I will
But
say,
you're the center of it. Like you are. You will get. People are talking about Hubs.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good thing.
No such
Correct.
thing as bad
I know it's
publicity.
coming in a bad way. But
Listen, put it this way: every Yankee fan is suffering right now watching the Red Sox
Yeah, I
go
mean,
on a
A-Rod is
dominant
getting the
postseason run.
Dave Ortiz
so you
is-
might as well benefit from it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Dave Ortiz is just dominant.
He's ruining A-Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
did you see that picture? Was that a recent picture that Quiggs? Did Quiggs Photoshop that picture?
Where he's like,
Frank Thomas and Rafael
oh no,
Primero
that
and
was,
David
that
Ortiz.
was last year. It's
That
unbelievable.
was last
right?
year. Got it.
Frank Thomas looks like the
He is
fucking
so big.
kingpin
Oh,
from
yeah.
Daredevil.
He's so
Yeah.
fucking
He's
big.
monstrous.
A monster.
but Hubs,
I think we're going to LA, which that's
That's actually not bad though.
Dallas Braden awaits.
Sox up by one. Chug it, Hubs. Chug it.
Oh, no, that's way too much time.
That's a idiot.
You want to follow no, Hubs, you're taking too much time.
You're taking too much time.
Fuck Greg Bird. Fuck you, Greg Bird.
That's called cheese.
Turn into yogurt, yeah. I've never seen the pour. I've never seen the pour.
Oh my God.
He pours the beer into the shot glass.
You're a certified sociopath.
That's crazy. You're taking your sweet ass time. Yeah, that's
Let's
the
go.
worst strategy ever for a comic.
Just eat some In and Out and get some sun, dude. You could use some sun.
Dallas Braden
Yeah.
straight up bullies. Like he frat hazes you. He's,
Oh,
yeah.
like, he's gonna make you
Yes.
like butt chug.
I
in
haven't
LA or
followed
something.
closely enough to know that relationship.
I was one drink away from the hospital.
He
the
just
last
got
time.
it.
at Dallas Braden.
Booze down his.
All right, so
gullet.
make sure you eat a lot of In and Out.
it's like
Yeah,
it's like
base.
12 shot of the night is like a 4 horseman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All because Hubs is like, I don't like the Red Sox. Oh yeah, oh yeah, line him up.
I said one thing about Pedro Martinez.
Well, no, I was on
He
Dallas' side on
That
that
was
one.
pretty disparaging for
Okay.
the goat. So
I don't even know what I
take
said.
a fucking hike.
I have seen a lot of Red Sox fans too. Like he's obviously getting shit, but I've seen a bunch of people come up like, I respect you for doing
He's
this.
taking
Yeah.
on the chin.
Fucking fine.
Yeah,
a
right.
fucking
It's
dunce
a good.
loser that he
He's
is.
gonna win in the end. As much as it doesn't seem like it right now, Red Roof Inn was a lot, but
It's a
people
lot.
are talking about Hubs.
By the way, like I've completely stolen New York, New York. It's a Boston song now. Frank.
David Price, that's 2. That's a CS. That's a World Series. I'm leaving today.
Let's talk about that.
Because Yankee fans and some Red Sox fans are like, enough with it. Like it's our song. Why
Yeah,
would we
no.
stop playing it?
Like people who are like, oh, that's like your little brother because you're using. No, it's like you stole it.
Right.
You embarrassed them. You emasculated them. It's like taking over their land. It's
Right.
Like we raped and pillaged and we took it from
Correct.
them.
We
That's it.
planted a flag, right?
Right.
Like, this is
We-
also
we
Boston
now own you.
This
Right.
is
What do
currently
you think,
Boston.
Tommy?
You can have it for this postseason. And
Tommy.
then we get it back
No, you
next year.
have to earn it back. Right now you have no pinstripes. You are just in white cotton and you have no song.
I think it'd
And
be
if you
weird
win
if,
it back,
like,
you can have it.
after a win in June next season, the Red Sox are blasting New York, New York.
Literally, I mean, it's just our song now. I don't know what.
I am
want.
upset with Aaron Judge because I really love that song, and
And he
he's
just
giving me some
totally
bad
It's
news.
gone.
put it up on a
It's
platter.
It's gone.
You can do
We'll-
the
we'll
Alicia,
get it.
you can do the Alicia Keys one.
Yeah, get Jay-Z
This
in the mix.
girl
Empire
is
State.
on fire.
That's
that
a
one.
different song.
That one's for you, Tommy.
Let's also talk
Fallen.
about Yankee fans who think it's also little brother syndrome when people chant Yankee suck. Like, as if you guys didn't chant 1918 forever.
No, but
as
see,
if both teams haven't done this before. And as if, by the way, yes, of course, because there's been 100 years of Yankee dominance, and now they're losing, and now you're going to get your fucking face rubbed in it.
Okay.
And I'll tell you this much, too.
The way
that Red Sox are acting, the way that Red Sox fans are acting, when the Yankees, when the tables are finally turned, if they ever turn again, they will do the same thing. Because it's all about when the team who's winning, rubbing it in your face, when you have the chance, you rub it back.
But you're obviously very biased in this. I think that's the only play the Yankees fans have. Like, Big Ev is the Yankee fan for Barstool in my mind now. Because these guys have rolled over. We've had this discussion a million times.
Liz?
Big Ev, Liz too.
Yeah, I was about to
Big
say,
Ev, Willie, Liz, and Big Ev are like the last guys who are like, oh, you're just thinking about us. As wrong as that may be,
right, it's the only
at least
play.
you're keeping a little bit of pride.
Yeah, and I will say, even when we did stink, we were still chanting that at like weddings and church.
Right.
Like,
because
Yankees suck is just like,
it reminds
good morning,
me,
how are you?
It reminds me when people are like, you're punching down. It's like, I don't fucking care. I'm knocking you out. I don't care who you are.
I'm
You can all
smoking
catch
you in
it.
the face.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks.
So, like, until you win again, we're going to just continue to chant. We're going to continue to sing. We're going to embarrass you and emasculate you. It's going to suck. You better win again.
I mean, I heard Yankees suck way more prior to 2004.
Absolutely.
Like, it still comes up now just
Right.
because like we're playing all the hits, just all the classics. Like, Yankee fans, like, we're not thinking about you. It's just one of our chants. I've heard it at Patriot games. Like, the Yankees are nowhere to be found. Like, who cares?
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
When the Mets were in Fenway in September, like the whole stadium chanted it. It was like the greatest moment of my life.
Yeah, everyone's like, hey, we both hate those guys. Yeah.
Greatest
Did you do
moment.
the ad, by the way?
I did Duncan, yeah. That's all we have, right?
God, I just blinked out.
Yeah.
All right.
Megyn Kelly, all-time finesse, mail-time Hall of Famer, $69 million in the bank, full contract guaranteed after being fired from the Today Show for her discussion on blackface. I think it is.
That one got away from her.
Real
I was
quick.
watching that video.
It started out
that
like,
one got away from her.
There are two things. I've said this for like a decade now. There are two things you can't talk about or do. It's dog face. It's blackface and dogs. Like, you can't fuck with dogs and you can't fuck around with blackface. She was like, she started out so harmless and then it just snowballed.
She was talking about when they started talking about how
know,
like their kid was walking around with an axe from his Halloween costume for a month after, and it's how like that's Halloween. You dress up. It's like I don't know about that. This is a little crazy.
we got
Tommy's
Tyler
begging
here.
to give the mic to Tyler.
Tommy's just holding the mic.
Well,
you
actually,
wanna
no.
add anything?
Yeah, it's Tommy.
I think it's bad.
This is better than anything we're going to say in this segment. So that dynamic was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Tommy just like,
That
well,
was
should
good-
I
good job,
should I give it to
Tommy.
the black guy? I mean, I think she'll be hired by
Where's he
Fox
here?
News in about 45 seconds.
Did she
she'll
come
go,
from Fox News?
She'll go back home, where I said they'll probably like make her do the news in blackface because they just love this shit. And she'll have $69 million and whatever else they pay her.
How much
I mean,
money are they paying Matt Lauer? And is Matt Lauer NBC?
Was
I think they were both to Today Show.
Yeah. How much are they paying those?
The Today Show is
least
like
a-
it's like when the Red Sox jettisoned Carl
Carl
Crawford
Crawford
and
and
what's his
Adrian
face.
Gonzalez,
They had like
yeah.
$250 million
And
off
Nick
the
Punto.
team. I mean, that's a lot
We
of
need
money.
those stats,
sunk cost.
like sports stats. Like the NBC is paying more to the Today Show to not have these people on the Today Show than all of CBS.
Yeah.
This says Matt Lauer won't get paid rest of $20 million contract after NBC fired him.
Oh,
All right,
so
that-
he probably was fired with cause.
Yeah,
that
that,
makes
that
sense.
to me is NBC being like,
Yeah, you
you
should have been
fucked up.
racist.
Yeah.
That's being like, Megyn Kelly, we don't like you anymore. I mean, her ratings suck too. This is probably like, we're just going to take this opportunity to get you the fuck out of
Yeah.
there. But, I mean, you just can't talk about this stuff.
Tyler, if
Right?
I got,
I mean,
This is a whole. I have to just say right now, this is a whole world that like doesn't exist to me. The whole morning television show, like news show.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any of this world. It's like
a
such
force.
a bizarre
Jeff D.
world.
Lowe.
Yeah.
Force.
he was Good Morning America.
Yeah, Jeff
When
D.
you
Lowe.
saw this go down, were you like, oh, fuck, this girl's done? I mean, I guess it's not quite the same Megyn Kelly shit as Good Morning America,
Oh,
but
for sure. And like,
yeah.
keep in mind who's watching it too.
Yeah.
Like you could not be any less of the demographic for that show.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe like a 6-year-old kid.
By the way, I mentioned this on the live stream on Sunday that we did, but the fact that we actually say Jeff D. Lowe, it's like
That's his name.
you're like a
Jeff D. Lowe.
Yeah, I know, but like he's like a
What's the D stand
presidential
for?
assassin or a dude
My
in
middle
like
name.
Milwaukee.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
like
they-
Chester-
Oh, David.
Yeah,
Like Rutherford,
John Wayne
Rutherford B.
Gacy
Hayes.
just been fucking eating people and
Yeah.
keeping the skulls in
Chester
your,
B.
in your
Arthur, that's you.
basement in Milwaukee.
And you're like a step away from just saying at Jeff Jeff just calling me my Twitter.
Yeah, but it's just like you
picked
get the fucking middle name initial. That's crazy.
Jeff said the D stands for my middle name.
No fucking kidding.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
His
It's like,
middle name
who are
is,
you?
It's like Homer J. Simpson. His
Yeah.
middle name is D-E-E. Just Jeff D. Low.
That's really like dogs, man.
Okay, Jeff D. Love.
So, Megyn Kelly.
Yeah, morning TV sucked. That's why.
Go polish those Emmys, babe.
It's
I
crazy,
do want to
man.
ask Tyler, because Tyler, obviously not a huge fan of white people doing blackface. I would assume. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Correct, yes.
But you're also a big finesse guy, so like, this must be the Chinese finger trap for you.
It is. I feel like she did it on purpose. I feel like she read
What?
through.
Did you watch the video?
I haven't seen.
Like I said, it got away from her. Like
she leaned into it.
It was really the apology. It was like she said it. She was kind of like, I mean, I was once Diana Ross. What's the big deal? And it was kind of like, well. And then the next day she was like, well, I made some comments. And
Yeah.
and
She
it was
got
like,
caught up in a conversation that she like the trains just went off the tracks.
And I'll
she
tell
had
you,
no idea.
I'll
She
tell you
thought
who
she was
fucked her
fine.
is that Al Roker. Al Roker was like,
set her up for the
bitch,
slap.
you did not understand what you were saying. And it was
Yeah.
boom, it was over. Once Al Roker speaks, the gavel goes down.
Yeah, anyone who's allowed to poop their pants in the White House, if they're against you, you're
People
done.
True.
don't know that stuff.
No, they don't talk about it
That
enough.
should
Not
be talked
enough.
about every
Roker
single
pooped his
day.
pants?
Yeah.
At the
Al
White
Roker
House.
I tell
went
you
to
what,
the
you know
White
what
House
it
and shit
is.
his pants.
You know what it
He
is.
volunteered this.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he talked about it. You know what it is if he was still fat, we'd talk
Yes.
about it a lot more.
Good
Yes.
point.
But
He
a skinny
lost
guy's
weight.
pooping his pants is more like, oh,
must
was he
have been
sick?
sick, right.
Yeah, like,
Think it was
oh.
damage
You lose
control.
all that weight.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
isn't it
Fat
wrong
guy,
now?
it's like, that's
I
funny.
think fat guys can hold their poop better. You get skinny and all of a sudden.
No.
I feel like, no, I'm saying.
You gotta think about it. If you're fat, you're pooping on average way more than the skinny person.
Yeah, it's
There's more chances to
it-
make a
yeah.
mistake.
yeah,
Is that true?
Yeah.
less malleable.
You're taking
Bro, I
in
eat
more weight,
so
so
much
you're
more
putting
than
out
you
more.
do.
Right,
Like,
but I feel like you just
listen
like
off.
control it better.
Where's
Like
Jeff
skinny
Vibber?
people, you
Jeff
take it,
Vibs,
you
let's
know.
get everyone on the road. Vibs probably poops like once a week.
Yeah,
Shit
he's
4
like-
times a day.
Vibs is like a chick.
Yeah, right. Like,
he poops like twice
if
a week.
you're a little skinny
Max.
guy, you're not pooping.
I feel like this is stereotyping though. This is like Big Ed with the fart game.
Definitely.
Like he was
What?
getting fat fart shamed.
Oh yeah, no fat.
Right,
Guy.
no,
If there's
but
a fat
he-
guy in the circle, he's blamed
Well,
for
hold on,
5,000% of the
There's a
time.
difference. He was definitely getting fat fart shame, but Big Ev definitely farts more than like skinny people.
He
Oh yeah,
claims
also
no.
true.
That's a lie. I mean, what? That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
I feel like when you're fat,
Expert character
I
witness,
feel
Big
like
Cat.
when you're fat, you know like your body better than like the skinny person.
No, I'm after every meal, I'm just like, all
I
right,
gotta
sign
poop.
me up for farting for the next 6 hours.
I mean, listen, you're
Like-
talking from experience.
Yeah,
so
that's like
I don't want to, you know.
Big Ev is just lying. That's fine. He had to cover his tracks, but yeah, fat guys fart and poop more. That's just how like science.
Strong
right?
agree.
Yeah.
More in, more out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like a big dog
just
taking a
science.
bigger shit. Like it's
right.
not. So you see it every day when you see a big
Right,
mastiff
like
walking down the
Vince
street.
is like a
takes
little
a horse
chihuahua.
poop.
Just
Yeah.
a couple
Like a
little
rabbit
Right.
ball.
Yeah. You see a little.
pellets, yeah.
Yeah. You see
Hamster,
a little
yeah.
chihuahua. It's taking little tiny poops.
Yeah, that's funny. Fat guys fart and poop more. Put that on a t-shirt.
facts.
Put that on a fucking on a textbook.
Yeah.
Steph Curry doing Steph Curry things last night.
Whew.
It's been a minute since he's had one of these. I feel like.
This is he's gonna like last year was kind of weird because he had injuries and Kevin Durant working him in and all that shit. Or was it last 2 years?
Yeah.
This is like I feel like this Steph is gonna go back to the 2015 Steph where it's every night he's just like shooting from half court. And
Did you see his
40.
warm-ups? I know he's always fucking around in warm-ups,
Yeah,
but he
that
was
was
doing
sick.
some shit in warm-ups where
Yeah.
if you were watching, you should have been like, oh, something's
Yeah.
coming. Here's my problem. You have to let this guy play 4 quarters. You need to let Steph Curry put up 70.
No,
so much
because
more
he's-
disrespectful.
And he
when
gets
it's like
injured
that.
all the time.
I mean, who cares if he gets injured? Let the guy put up 80
Yeah,
and have
but-
his career accomplishment. I want to see the Warriors put up 174.
Yeah,
I
but
want to
that's-
see him put up 80 in 3/4.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's the real challenge.
What was their
for Steph Curry
highest
now.
quarter last night? The Bucks put up 49. in
They
the
scored
second
46 in the first
quarter. The Bucks
quarter.
put up 49 in the second.
Steph
quarter.
did? No,
Scoring
No,
in the
the
NBA
team
is
scored
insane.
46.
Yeah, it's up way too high.
It's insane.
That shot, the picture of him standing by the Wizards bench, did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
He's got the foul
disrespectful.
through and he's just like laughing right in their fucking faces.
Yeah.
And whoever tweeted it, I quote tweeted him, said violence is the only answer, and like I think it's true.
Well, no,
at
this
this
is the
point,
thing.
you just gotta pop.
This is the thing. When he was being super disrespectful before, that was the time to get violent with him. It's too late now.
It's established.
It's
It's
too
what he
late.
does.
A, he's
Yeah.
established it, and B, now he has fucking Boogie Cousins on his back.
true.
Like that,
True,
it's
true,
way
true,
too
true.
late.
Yeah, that's very
way
true.
too late in
Yeah,
the game.
now you thought he was disrespectful when they were soft. Now they got muscle.
That's what I mean.
Although
like,
David West was that guy.
he wasn't when they were super disrespectful. Like
Yeah,
before
but
Durant.
the last couple of years,
Yeah,
David
yeah,
West
yeah,
has
for
definitely been
sure.
around.
And it was just
He
like,
set some precedents. That's how he got in there.
yeah.
I would definitely not fuck with if you're like, hey, you get to pick Boogie or David West. Like, I would not fuck with David West first.
I don't hate that.
David West is like got that little bit more of the old man anger. Like, you know
Boogie's a
what
little
I'm
bit
saying?
too much of a star. Like,
Yeah,
David West has always
right.
been a junkyard kind of
Right.
guy.
I agree, but
Also, you can get
I also
like
don't wanna
Boogie.
fuck with Boogie Cousins.
I don't know
Boogie, you
if I
can
do
also.
from Alabama.
But if you fought with Boogie, you can get Boogie to like fight emotionally. David West, I feel
for
like
sure.
would
Marcus
not
Smart.
fight
He just only
emotionally. He
fights
would just
physically.
kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Scoring is absolutely through the fucking roof. It's up like
Fibs, how many times a day do you poop?
twice a
Okay.
day.
All right.
That's a lot for a skinny
All right,
guy.
that's a lot for a
We were
skinny guy.
discussing like fat guys versus skinny guys. We said you almost probably shit like a rabbit, like little pellets come out.
Oh no! I got big turds.
Oh,
See,
wow. Okay.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like skinny people sneaky
Two
poop.
still. I would
Well, I
love
feel
it.
like if
I
you
would
get
love a
all
day
roughage-
where I only shit
Yeah,
twice.
that's what I
so
mean.
roughage.
It's like that. Like people take laxatives to stay skinny because they're shitting all the time. I feel like skinny people might shit more. Maybe you guys are fat because you don't poop enough. Ever think about that one?
I poop
Give
a
it some
lot.
thought.
Buddy, yeah, if I'm pooping more, you're not seeing me a lot.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady said he would put up 40 a game in today's NBA.
Incorrect.
And, I mean, if we're talking peak McGrady with the way the league is right now, I don't think that's that far of a stretch.
He's not as good as current Kevin Durant.
I heard he was saying he didn't put him in his top 50. Where'd you put him?
Well, here's the
Where
problem,
did I have
Coley.
him? I had him like 27, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should have been high.
Yeah. Well,
Just-
because he was a Magic fan and he's pissed at Tracy McGrady.
He didn't have a long peak. He was pretty good.
I know.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
listen, his
here's-
peak was unbelievable.
I'll
I agree.
counterpoint this. I agree that the scoring is obviously up and everyone would score more. But is Tracy McGrady now all of a sudden like saying that he's a 40% three-point shooter because he was a 33%?
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
Also,
he,
those
well,
are
he
two
was just
for summer.
saying.
When he was winning
He
scoring
shot
titles, they stunk.
he shot 7 threes a game in like 2008 or 7 or something.
Yeah.
Like, and he
Yeah,
didn't. He scored 28 a
Yeah,
game.
he had his
Well,
chance.
no, he said at his peak he averaged 32, and he was
Okay.
like, if he's taking 7, these guys are taking 11.
On a
Like,
team
you
that
do the
won
math.
20.
But
21
not
games.
Steph. Steph is taking like 6, and he's just going 5 for 6.
Right. I think he was talking about specifically that
Campaign's
game last
going
night.
7 for
I think,
11.
I think if anybody who is talented takes 11
Throw that out there.
on a regular basis, you probably can add 5, 6, 7 points.
Yeah,
to
no,
your-
I just think it's funny because it's like, yes, he would score more, but he's not like he wasn't some
He didn't
like
play
dead
100
eye
years
shooter.
ago.
No,
Like,
that's
right.
not. That's
Three.
actually not.
Yeah.
This
he,
was like-
he also did say too though, like you're not allowed to impede my forward progress. I'd fucking dunk on you.
Yeah.
That's also wrong. Like, you can't do that. Like, I don't know. Like, these people are like, oh, you can't hand check
This
anymore.
is-
Like, watch an NBA game one
Yeah.
time. There's
The
plenty of
NBA
that.
is also the king of this. The NBA is like more than any other league. The guys who just retired being like,
Yeah.
I mean, last
it's
year,
so easy.
Yeah.
Last year, Bill Simmons was like, if Paul Pierce played this, like in this era,
Yeah.
like he just retired.
He
a few
did play
years
in this
ago.
era.
Right.
But he was like, if he played in this era, he would average. What was it like? It was a crazy number.
It's
It was
basically
like,
Kevin Durant's like prime numbers.
Hey, but
It's like,
better.
I don't think that would be true.
Yeah, Paul-
positive
I don't think
things
that'd be
ever
true.
said. So yeah, I don't get it. But we also.
But
had,
it is the NBA. This is how they always do it.
No, we had who was the guy who brought us all the barbecue? Played for the Royals.
George Brett.
We had George Brett.
He
say
said he bet 390.
800. No, he
Yes.
said he hit
No,
800
no,
against
no,
the
no.
ship.
Every league does it, but I feel like the NBA does it more than any. Like half the time, if you just listen to Shaq and Charles Barkley, like
Well,
half of their commentary
yeah.
is how easy
If I
it
was,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it was easy for Shaq then too.
Yeah.
And also
Oh,
Charles
yeah,
Barkley.
Charles
Both very
Barkley
good, yes.
did. No one got in shape.
It
He
was-
was like he would have actually had to work out in the offseason.
Yeah.
Charles
Right.
Barkley.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Not so easy.
The other NBA, I didn't put this on here, but did you guys read the
Cameron
Trevor-
Payne. Oh,
No.
were we gonna get to that?
Campaign.
He
Building
went
it.
7 for 11 from 3 last night. No big deal.
Chris
He's
Dunn
like
out
the
of a
worst
job.
player of all time. You don't understand how crazy this is. He is like the worst player.
Is
of
Chris
all time.
Dunn out of work?
I mean, it was wild watching him like get on fire, and he was doing heat checks, dribbling it out of bounds and shit, and like. But he only shot 3s.
I love
So he
that.
took 11 shots.
I think no, he might have taken a couple 2s, but he only made 3s.
Oh,
Those are only made field goals.
You talking about Darius Miller?
Darius Miles.
Yeah.
The Players Tribune article. It was good. It was like all about him and Quinn Richardson being like too young and too rich and all that shit. Our boy Doug Gottlieb.
Oh yeah,
He
great
he
take.
tweets about it and he's like, could you imagine? Basically saying like if kids had to go to college, this wouldn't happen. Like first of all, Doug Gottlieb, do you know who you are?
Right.
Do you know what you did in college?
Right.
You committed felonies, so I
Correct.
don't
Yes.
think you're the one to be
Shout
talking
out
about
Rick
that.
Bosco.
B, if you read the article, there's nothing like that being 22 would have saved.
I
Nothing
mean,
that being like 32 would have
Damn,
saved.
could
It's
you
gonna happen.
imagine Kevin Garnett's career if he went to college? Wow, he would have been what?
bet
Yeah.
LeBron-
You could go the other way too.
Right.
Well, imagine
right.
how much money LeBron would have made if he
Right.
went to Duke.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, everything Darius Miles was saying was like he came from a bad neighborhood, and like when he went back home, he gave out money he shouldn't have. It really was not that harrowing of a tale, to be honest, and it certainly wasn't something that a year or two of college would save.
I also
How many years did Antoine do at
That's
Kentucky?
what two. I looked this
That's what
up.
I'm saying. Quentin Richardson did 2 years of college, who was
Right
rock and
next to
step with
Yeah.
Darius Miles
Yeah.
in every
Right.
story.
Literally,
He
the
was just a
story
better
was like
player,
it was
too.
me and
Like,
Q, me
that's-
and Q, me and Q.
Yeah.
I also I liked the article was good. It felt almost like unfinished because he basically went like, yeah, we were dunking on everyone, and then I was out of the league.
Yeah,
like,
they skipped
like
the
what
good
happened
stuff.
there?
Yeah.
Did you not evolve your game? Did you not coachable? Like something happened in between. I was dunking on everyone, and I'm out of the league. I would have liked to talk about.
I believe he fucked up his knee because he was.
He did fuck up his knee.
He was trying to play on the Celtics.
But it was very quick. It was like in the article.
That was when he was like 27. He kind of skipped like 22
Yeah,
and
it's like
26.
so what? Yeah, so what happened? How did you not put in the work? Like what's going on here? Yeah.
I also we learned the meaning of that, which was pretty anticlimactic, but I'm happy we know now.
Well, I didn't get to read it because the train today wasn't reading time for the McMahon.
I'll leave it for you.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Who's on that high school
honestly,
team that he
it's
said?
better like don't read it then.
Trevor Ariza.
Yeah, Trevor Ariza.
Hassan Adams, Bobby Brown.
It was from the high school team in the LA area.
It was just like
he just
we
stole
did
it
it.
from them.
Like they did it and we did it.
Well, now I know. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was not that great.
I mean, I wasn't gonna not tell you.
No, you're a dick. I know.
Wow, big spoiler.
My guy Mike Francesa in the news, just bodying Andrew Marchand from the Post. So Mike has his new app, Mike's On. It's like $8 a month, and it's been a big hubbub about it. It's been a whole to-do about who subscribes, is it too much money, all this other shit. And Marchand has been writing about it like nonstop, but basically was insinuating that there's only like 300 subscribers. And Mike finally had enough and just went off on him, called him a little weasel, said that he would give him $10,000 for every subscriber. This is what's weird. So Mike, he went hard. He went hard at him. He was like, he was like, you're a fucking weasel. You wanted to be in my industry and you couldn't make it. You're obsessed with me. You want me in your articles. I never call you back. Like big times him to the max. But then he's like, I'll give you $10,000 for every subscriber under 800 that we have. Which pretty much tells you that Mike has 800 subscribers.
he has like 1,500.
Right, right. So he like picked a number which is not
if you
great.
had 10,000 subscribers, you would have said, I'll give you $10,000 over every 8,000 subscribers.
Right. The fact that he's throwing out hundreds is not great.
Not ideal.
But it was a flex when he was like, that's $500,000, which is 40 years salary.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was awesome. Calling him a weasel was awesome. I also do think that like, there's a chance that this app is like he's one of the first to do it. I feel like it's gonna like grow. So if it's slow right now, I don't think that's like
August.
Yeah.
End of August. So I told you I had a shocking take on this.
Yeah.
I am one of the 300.
You subscribe?
Nice. I do.
I mean, I am, but
subscribe.
obviously. My dude.
But see, here's
you're
the
a
thing.
Mongo?
Like
I just find it so fast. It's almost like going to the zoo. Like I'm in New York now, and it's like I'm just like looking around. I want to hear, and especially it couldn't have worked more perfectly. The Giants fucking stink.
Yep.
The Yankees fucking stink.
Yep.
And that's all these people are bitching and moaning about.
That's
It's like
why,
literal ear porn.
That's
for me.
why, that's why you buy it though. Like when the like in the playoffs when the game ended, he was like, I'm going live on the app. I was like, this is fucking awesome. I get Mike right now. I get all the dumb fucking callers talking about the 16-1 game. Like I have no problem paying a few bucks a month for that.
How much is this? I'm interested.
$7.99. Yeah, it's $7.99 a month.
Not bad.
And you get access to him like
I
all the time.
subscribe to a shitload of premium services like that. If it's
under $10, I will subscribe to it.
Yeah.
He's not going to do this because I just know his style. He keeps it clean. He doesn't like no foul language. Doesn't like foul language like from other people. If I knew that he like when he did just the app like the late night, if he was just going to cut it loose and just be like, you fucking cocksuckers, you. I mean, I would pay $29.99 for that.
Mike at midnight.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
something else,
Take the shackles off and let him roll.
I mean, I understand it now. For the longest time, I was like, I don't get this guy. And then I was in the car yesterday when this was all going on live, and he just every time he'd come back from break, I'd be like, he's done, right? And he just kept. He said the same, like basically the same substance.
He just talks
for
in
45
circles
minutes
about
straight.
the same thing.
He just like takes the beginning and puts at the end, and at the beginning.
There's a talent in that though.
Oh yeah.
He does his own show. Now it's like 4 hours.
Yeah.
He used to do 6 hours by himself.
He also
if
just
you ain't
has
repeating
these
yourself, you run out of things to talk
that
about.
are just.
Wrong.
We were driving to the Eagles Giants. We were doing radio from the Meadowlands, and we were listening to him, and he was talking about like quarterbacks that had really good accuracy. He's like Troy Aikman, another one, except when it's raining, couldn't throw a wet ball. I was like, what? Where'd that come from? But it sounded right.
I mean,
everyone knows Troy Aikman can't throw a wet ball.
That was the best.
With Francesa?
Yeah.
What was he saying?
He was like, there was an old call back when he was like still on Fox, like simulcast. And he was like, some guy was yelling at him. He was like, I've never hung out with James Dolan. I'm not friendly with him.
Yeah.
And then they cut into like yesterday, and he's like,
Me and Jim are great friends. Yeah.
It's been so nice to my kids. We've had dinner.
I love when that happens.
Every time I'm at the garden, they take care of me.
I love it. It's great.
the best.
He's unbelievable.
best.
But it
No.
only works because he never apologizes.
Never.
Like if he ever said he was wrong, it would ruin everything.
The whole mystique.
Right.
He's
Well,
never going to do it.
What I've noticed is he'll say he was wrong about like the most like inconsequential detail.
Right.
Yeah,
And
the
he's
littlest
just like,
thing.
oh no, Mike, that game was on like August 2nd instead of the 3rd. He's like, oh yeah, my bad. Like,
Right,
he
and
keeps
then he'll give you like, I sit here for 6 hours a day. You think I'm going to get everything right? When he called, he called some quarterback a window thrower, and it was like, that's just not, it's not a term. Like, he's a window thrower. That's just, I mean, has anybody
everyone
ever heard
knows
that
that.
in your whole life?
If
I don't know.
Francesa says it, I'm all in.
That's it. I mean, that's the thing. Like, he just makes things reality. If it's not real, now it is.
And I also, right before the World Series started, I went back and I watched, someone cut it up, it's all on YouTube, the day after 04, Game 7.
Oh, the best.
It's the best
It
radio
is.
show of all time.
I mean,
would
it
pay
is. It's the best of all time.
$1,000 for the whole thing.
It's
only like 10
amazing.
minutes.
If you don't
It's the
understand
best.
Francesa, it's because you haven't like soaked it in enough. And it's not like, it's not for the normal reasons you think. It's
No.
like for
No,
all the
he's-
wrong reasons.
He's the
No.
best.
If anyone else tried to do the radio he does, they'd be like, "This is the worst radio of all time."
This stinks.
Yeah, just reading numbers
If someone else came in and read numbers, got facts wrong,
Yeah.
contradicted
spent
themselves,
45 minutes talking about the exact same thing over and
He's
over,
kind of
and
stepping on my
literally never
shoes.
changed.
Oh, yeah.
and then he just shits on callers. It's
Yeah.
just like, he's just so mean to
Destroys
them.
them.
Like they're just like, hey Mike, what do you think about this game? Idiot.
Wrong. My favorite thing is when he tries to guess what the guy's gonna go, where the guy's gonna go, and he's just
dead wrong.
way off, and he's like yelling at him, and guys in the background like, Mike, that's not where I'm trying to go, and he's like, you fucking idiot, get off my line. It's the best.
You know the Michael clip, right? We'll put it on.
Oh yeah,
the
no,
Michael
radio.
clip is on.
Yes, I've done
Michael,
radio.
Michael. Call me Michael one more time. All right, last topic here. We had this Brazilian politician yesterday who was just absolutely, clearly in an orgy with 5 different women in Brazil.
Was he?
I mean, he's just playing the old, that wasn't me. There is just straight up video evidence of him in an orgy, and he's just like, nope, wasn't me.
Does he have like any like tattoos or like distinct?
Define, like,
No,
oh, that
just
mole.
his face was just very much him.
Like, you know, he
Buddy,
has
we've
like,
seen a million big cats. We've seen a million Feidelbergs.
well, listen, if Feidelberg's ever caught in an orgy tape, he's just going to say it's not me, and that's very believable. There's so many Feidelberg doppelgangers.
It looked awesome.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, it
he
looks like a
doesn't
great
have
orgy.
like weird identifying tag. He's got to get one.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yes.
he's like, I got tribal tat from my stomach to my
yeah.
neck.
Oh, why is that ink
Couldn't have
still
been
wet?
me.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
Don't worry
Get
about
a
that.
scar, do something right now. Or, I mean, you just play the deepfakes route. Deepfakes is the ultimate out right now. You know
Oh,
what
the
deepfakes are?
like, yeah.
It's just like,
people can-
you can like Photoshop video now. And
Yes,
It's just like, you
yes.
can put I could put Coley Mick's face in a porn and be like, look, he's in porn.
Yeah.
So just play deepfakes.
Yeah, it'll get me.
Looked like a great
Fucking
time though.
conversation, Kevin.
I bet it would. All right, that's the rundown. Anything after the show? So
I feel bad that all of America is cheated from a competitive World Series.
I was talking to Fights on KFC Radio today. I mean, the Mets were in the World Series 3 years ago, and the experience could not be any different.
Yeah.
Like, it was stressful. It was anxiety-ridden. It was embarrassing. It was like a different sport. Like, you guys are just like having fun.
I mean, the
and
Cubs
enjoying
needed
it.
a fucking like
7-game nail
once
biter.
in never storm to delay the World Series to win. Otherwise, we would have lost.
Right.
That Rajai Davis home run was just like completely.
Yeah, no, we
12.
would have lost that game.
Oh, big time.
Absolutely, if that rain delay doesn't
Big
happen.
time. We've lost 2 World Series games in
that's
my
wild.
entire life.
Yeah.
My
That's
entire
wild.
life.
I know.
We're fucking 14-2.
All right,
shouldn't
so
happen.
like this is going to be a sweep. Which do you think
Definitely.
was the easiest?
Oh, this by
Rockies,
far.
Cardinals, this. I feel like the Rockies was
But
like
the Rockies,
over.
The Rockies came in hot, and we just
Yeah.
came in like that. Like the whole thing has always been like the ALCS has been our toughest thing. This year when we 4-1 them, I was like that almost made me nervous.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to lose 2 postseason games. You're going to be one of the most dominant postseason teams of all time.
what I
It
mean.
didn't feel like that, but it's going to be like that.
So, yeah, I mean,
Like the Astros
Yeah.
was as like competitive of a 5-game series as
Right.
you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Like every game was pretty close, or it was like
well, not when David.
not
Price
every game, but
pitched,
yeah,
but
David Price. All he does,
now.
Yeah, David.
ALCS and World
Oh,
Series
that's what I was
games.
saying earlier. Outside of David Price's career postseason numbers, if it's past the first round,
Yeah.
he's got like a 2.72.
He just
ERA.
needs the first round bye.
He just likes to like look at his team and be like, guys, are we actually going to try here? Oh, we're not. All right, then I don't care anymore.
Fight said it was like when you say like my kid's just not challenged enough. You know? The
it's
teachers
like
aren't
spin
challenging
zone.
him.
Zone.
Yeah, that's
That's a
why
nice
he's getting
spin
detention
zone.
every day.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, America's a great pastime. Everyone loves World Series time, and it's just like no one. I genuinely can't imagine anyone cares about this series outside
Not
of
anymore.
Boston people.
I mean, you know that the Dodgers fans are packing it in. After the first 3 innings, like Dan said, Dodgers fans will just go back to the beach.
And like half the crowd won't even be there till the 4th.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's not a shot at Dodgers fans. It's just
No,
the
that's
stadium's
LA
in literally
traffic.
the worst place
Yeah,
ever.
but I
Like,
mean,
it
it's
takes
also-
forever to get there.
It's going to be like Marty Mush walking in with the
No,
bird
I mean,
down
Gaz
10,
is going,
you know?
and he was like, yeah, my flight lands at 1, and I think the game starts at 5, and I'm worried
right
I won't
there.
get there. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's a legitimate concern.
Yeah. Jared and Hubs are going out to LA.
All right. I'll be on
so
the
they'll
lookout
be doing-
for them. Are you doing like electric chairs and shit, Hubs?
I think they're going to the games, so it's going to be.
Oh, at the stadium. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Jared.
Well,
Stadium is
I'm
awesome.
sure they'll be covering it.
I like it. I've
Very,
never
very
been, but I like it looks nice on TV.
Yeah, you don't take
Congrats,
planes.
Coley.
I've been to LA.
Oh, you have? How'd you get
Twice.
there?
I used to be able to fly.
Got it.
This
You're
is
like the reverse Mike Florio. He used to not fly. Now he does.
I would love to get on that plane.
Yeah.
That would be big.
Nah, man. Train
Really
life.
big. Train life today was brutal. It was
yeah?
the longest train I've ever taken.
I mean,
Not like technically, but it felt.
I was
that
going
way.
to say you were on a train for like 28 hours.
Yeah, but I had
so-
I had a bed.
Yeah.
I'd have a bed for 3 days versus.
Yeah,
this
that's
shit.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
Having
I
a
can't
bed
wait
on a
for that.
train.
I'm
We're
basically
trained to Atlanta, right?
the new John Madden.
Yeah.
Right.
Fat.
Although
Can't really hear me.
Roan, I think Roan's back is so bad. We're
Yeah.
taking a private jet to Jacksonville tomorrow. Rough and Rowdy by it Friday night,
That's
and
right.
also college football show from the game outside the stadium. Roan, I think, is going to lay on the RV all the way down to Jacksonville.
I
What's
begged
wrong
him
with
last
that?
night to reconsider.
I told him, I was like, dude, you can probably lay down on the plane.
That's
Like,
what I was like. They'll find the place for you later.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know.
What's wrong with
Yeah,
it?
if Larry Bird
he's
could
got
do it, Roan
he's
could do
got
it.
what I have, but
Disc
just
issues?
more severe. The disc problem. He can't sit for more than like 10 minutes.
It's the worst, bro.
Yeah,
He needs
it's
to-
bad.
But he's
It's a
gonna
bad
lay
se-
for 16 hours.
He needs the fusion.
It's bad, man.
It's the only one that saved me. Me and Tiger. All right.